Welcome back to the Hyperspace Vault. Dave and Alex back here finally with another video. It's been a while, but we're finally back, and today we are doing something a little different than usual because we usually do like toy hunts and unboxing and reviews, but today we are doing a customization on this Mandalorian 6-inch Black Series figure, and we're going to make it like the new Beskar armor.
Yeah, we found an extra Mandalorian at Walmart the other day, so we decided that we're going to take the new one and customize it into the new Beskar armor. And with the, what episode was that took place in?
Episode 3?
I think?
Yeah, 3 maybe. But as you guys can see on screen right now, there's a picture of his old Beskar armor on the left and his new Beskar armor on the right. And now we're going in to look at the reference picture right there that we are using for this. We had to turn off the light so you guys could see that better. Right there. That is the reference picture that we are going to be using. So, in case you guys are wondering, we're going to be using this one.
Yeah, this is our original Mandalorian that we found on Triple Force Friday. We'll be leaving him the same, but we're going to unbox this new one, and we're going to do some modifications to it to make him look like he has the new armor.
Yeah, I think, in my opinion, I think the new armor looks way better than the old armor, but the old armor looks more like a Mandalorian. But I personally, in my opinion, I like the new Beskar silver armor the best.
Okay, real quick, we're just going to do a little unboxing.
Yeah, and in case you guys have not seen the unboxing of that original one over on the side, then you can go look at it in our channel, in our Triple Force Friday unboxing and review video, so go check that out. And so we got the pistol and the rifle, and then of course the Mandalorian himself now. Yeah, let's get him unboxed with the blister pack over there. Okay, we can already tell there isn't really much difference because it's the same exact figure pretty much.
Yeah, looks like the paint apps are pretty consistent on these.
Yeah.
And
pretty much the same.
I just do not like that rust that they put on the helmet.
It isn't really screen accurate at all.
Yeah, because he is not. I mean, his helmet is a little dingy, but it's nothing like this. So
yeah, it's like.
So hopefully we can maybe fix that when we mod this.
It's way more metallic.
Mod this one.
Yeah. So we're just gonna set that one.
Okay, first thing we're going to do is take off some of these parts like the cape here, and so in order to do that you have to remove his head. So his head should pop off fairly easy.
And the reference picture went off. I'm gonna go ahead and.
Okay, so we finally got the head to pop off, and once you do that, you can actually take the cape off around the helmet, but we got the head to pop off, and we got this all taken off. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to have to fill in these blast marks on his armor with some putty. So I've got some putty here. I'm going to get that out, and we're going to start filling in and making the armor smooth. And
yeah, because as you guys can see in the reference picture, you can't really see his chest plate that much because his hand is in the way, his arm. But there is no battle damage like all this stuff that you see on there. There's no battle damage like that on the new armor, so we're gonna get some putty.
Okay, so I got the putty. I'm gonna put some on this little thing here, and then we're just going to take some and spread it onto the armor and fill in these little holes.
And guys, It says white on it. So, and you guys are probably going to be like, well, how are you going to get the white off? Well, that's not going to be a problem because we're going to be painting this. So, that will not be a problem.
And you just want to push the bandolier down out of the way because you don't want to get any on that. So you just push it down and out of the way. And then just make sure you remove any excess because that'll be less that you have to deal with later when it dries.
Everybody watching this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Reminds me a little bit of glue. So we're just gonna like put putty over anything. Why does this keep on popping up? We need the reference picture to stay up there so then we can look at it. So there's some on the thigh armor. Yeah, and I'm just gonna patch that up quick.
All right, now we just need to let this dry, and then we can begin sanding it down.
We're not doing the other thigh armor because it stays that way.
You can pick this up at any hobby store, like Hobby Lobby, in the model section.
Hobby Town, USA. Can you pick it up there? If you live in the USA, I know some of our fans live in like other countries, so yeah.
Okay, guys, we are back, and we let this putty dry overnight. Now, normally you wouldn't have to let it dry that long because it's such a small amount, but it was late, so we decided to let it dry overnight and start again today. So I've already sanded off this leg armor a little bit. I used some 800 grit sandpaper. You don't want to go too rough of a sandpaper because this plastic, some of it tends to be kind of soft, so you don't want to gouge up the plastic. You don't want to gouge up this armor, so you want to just make it smooth. So, and then if some of the paint comes off when you're sanding, that's fine because we're going to be painting over that anyway. So I'm going to start sanding on some of these other pieces and getting this putty smoothed out, and hopefully all the holes will be filled up. You just want to make sure you get in all these little grooves and make sure it's smooth. So when you run your finger over it, you shouldn't feel anything. Okay, the next thing I did was, since the armor is visually different like there's a raised trim around it and a raised line going across the center here. I took some wire and I bent it to the shape of this armor, and I'm going to glue it on the outside edge just to give it that raised look. And it took quite some time. You had to bend this wire. This is wire, it's bendable really easy, but just to get the shape right and the fit right, it took a little time to get this, just right. So I'm going to glue this on. That way it'll give that added visual effect of the armor. Okay, so I had to abandon my wire project to go around the armor. I started gluing it on, and the glue was just getting all over the place and making a mess of this armor. So I don't know if I'm going to go. I am still going to do the center, like with this plastic. I am going to still do the center raised armor part with the plastic. I heated up this piece of plastic to fit the armor right here. So I'm going to glue that down going down the center of the shoulder armor. And then I'll try to figure out, this is really too thick to use on the sides, I think, but I don't know, we'll see. But I'm going to do the center first, and then I might do the outside. I don't know yet. Okay, so I've got this top part of the armor glued on, and it's stuck on pretty good. And now I'm going to start on the outside edge, and I'm just going to use this plastic around the outside edge. Now I've already cut a piece. It's a little bit too long, but I've been heating it and bending it to fit on the outside edge of the armor, and then I'll just continue with these pieces of plastic until I have the outside of the armor all the way around, and I'll just do a separate piece for each one. So this one looks like it's just about ready to go on, so I'm going to trim it down some more and add and put some glue on it. That way it'll it should glue right on it pretty good.
As you guys can see in the last video that you guys just saw, Dave has already sanded down all the stuff that he put on there, and he put plastic mold onto the other shoulder plate because it is a different one than the Shore Trooper one that he has. So after that, we're going to paint it with the painter marker. But there's the chest plate right there. And no worries about that white, because same with the shoulder plate, we are going to just color it with the paint marker, silver paint marker. And as you can see, Dave has already started to color this with the old paint marker, silver paint marker that we had, but it seems to not work as good as we thought it would. So we got a new one.
Yeah, it's been sitting around for a while, so I think the chrome has went out of it.
Yeah, but we got a new one to do it on a bigger one as well. But we're also going to we already took off the plastic cape, because who wants plastic capes? And we are going to put in a soft goods cape.
Yeah, we're going to see how it works. I don't know. Or maybe we'll just line this one with the soft goods. That way it has some structure. So we're going to kind of experiment around and see what works the best.
Yeah. There's a picture on screen right now of what we are going for. The brand new Mandalorian armor that was released in one of the last episodes.